Let's look at MCA Stability Examination for Chief Mates, March 2016, question number 3. It says, a vessel is planning to enter dry dock in salt water. Present drafts, forward is 3.986 meters, aft is 5.614 meters, and kg 8.75 meters. Using the stability data booklet, calculate each of the following. A. The maximum trim at which the vessel can enter dry dock so as to maintain a GM of at least 0.15 meters at the critical instant. Note, assume Km constant. B. The weight of ballast to transfer from the aft peak to the forepeak in order to reduce the trim to the maximum allowable. We'll first calculate the arithmetic mean draft of the vessel, which is forward draft plus aft draft divided by 2. We will get 3.986 plus 5.614 divided by 2, where the arithmetic mean draft's final answer will be 4.800 meters. Now, with this arithmetic mean draft, we will find the value of LCF from the hydrostatic data. So the LCF at 4.800 meters have been obtained as 69.290 meters. Now with the LCF, we'll now find the true mean draft of the vessel, which in turn will help us to find the remaining values from the hydrostatic data in order to proceed with our question. So true mean draft is equals to aft draft minus trim multiplied by LCF divided by LBP. The the aft draft was given in the question, which is 5.614 meters. The trim is 1.628 meters, which is the difference between forward and aft drafts. The LCF is 69.290 meters, which we have obtained here. And the LBP is 137.5 meters, which has been given in the ship's particular. We come up with the final answer of true mean draft as 4.794 meters. Now with this true mean draft, we'll enter the hydrostatic data and find the remaining values by doing interpolation. So by doing the interpolation, we found out the displacement at 4.794 meters as 9624.1 tons, the km at 4.794 meters as 9.136 meters, the MCTC at 4.794 meters as 156.8 tons meter by centimeter. LCF at 4.794 meters equals to 69.29 meters. The GM at critical instant is given by the formula Km effective, which is the final Km taking into consideration the movement of M due to the P force, minus the kg of the vessel, minus the loss of GM. Now in question, it was given that assume Km constant. So Km effective is nothing but same as Km initial. So with this true mean draft of 4.794 meters, we have obtained the Km as 9.136 meters. So as we can use the same value because the question has asked us to assume Km as constant. When we put in the values in this equation, where our limiting GM at critical instant was 0.15 meters, the Km effective was 9.136 meters, which has come from here. The kg was 8.75 meters, which was given in the question, minus loss of GM. So loss of GM can be found out as 0.236 meters. Now we'll apply the formula for loss of GM. So loss of GM is equals to the P force multiplied by the kg of the vessel divided by the displacement of the vessel minus the P force. This displacement is the actual displacement of the vessel. When we put in the values, the loss of GM is equals to 0.236 meters, which has been obtained from this. P force is what we need to find out. The kg was given in the question as 8.75 meters. The displacement is 9624.1 tons, which we have obtained here. And P force is what we are supposed to find out. When we transpose the formula, we'll take everything here on the left hand side and multiply it on the numerator. So we'll get 0.236 multiplied by 9624.1 minus p, which is equals to 8.75p. When we open up these brackets, we will get 2271.288 minus 0.236p equals to 8.75p, which will further give us 2271.2888 equals to 8.986p, because this p has gone on the right hand side. The P force, which has been found out to be 252.8 tons. We'll now look at another formula which will help us to find out the limiting trim. So we use the formula P is equals to trim multiplied by MCTC divided by LCF. This P value is 252.8 tons, which has been obtained from this part. Trim is what we are supposed to find. The MCTC is 156.8, which has been obtained here. And the LCF is 69.29, which has been obtained from here. When we solve this equation to find out trim, we'll get trim as 111.7 centimeters. Since we are using MCTC in the formula, so trim, what we'll be getting will be in centimeters. So the answer is 111.7 centimeters or 1.117 meters by stern. This is the answer for part A. So this is the maximum trim which will, if the vessel keeps, it will allow the vessel to maintain a GM of 0.15 meters at critical instant. Now let's look at part B of the question, which asks us the weight of ballast to transfer from the aft peak to the forepeak in order to reduce the trim to the maximum allowable. So we require a change of trim, this was our maximum allowable trim. So we require a change of trim, which means the present trim minus the maximum allowable trim, because right now the vessel is trimmed more by stern and we need to bring it to the maximum allowable trim so as the vessel maintains a GM of at least 0.15 meters. So the change of trim, we will get the value as 162.8 minus 111.7, which is equals to 51.1 centimeters. So change of trim is equals to trimming moments over MCTC. So trimming moments is the weight multiplied by a distance. So here the distance is the LCG of forepeak tank minus the LCG of aftpeak tank, because this is the case of shifting. So we'll get the distance by getting the difference between the LCGs of the two tanks, which is forepeak and aftpeak, divided by the MCTC. So change of trim, we'll put the value as 51.1 centimeters, which we have got from here. Weight is what we are supposed to find out. LCG of forepeak tank is 130.56, which we have got from the hydrostatic data, ship particulars. And the LCG of aftpeak tank is 3.07 meters, which we have got from ship's particular. The MCTC is 156.8, which we had found out initially, which was here. When we solve this equation, we will take 156.8 on the left hand side and multiply it with the numerator. So we'll get 8012.48 equals to W times 127.49, which is the difference of these two numbers. So weight is equals to 62.8 tons. So weight of ballast to transfer from forepeak to aftpeak will be equals to 62.8 tons. If this weight is transferred, the vessel will achieve the maximum allowable trim, which is equals to 111.7 centimeters, which will help the vessel to maintain a minimum GM of 0.15 meters at the critical instant.